Welcome to Helping Seniors of Brevard, Inc. Helping Seniors of Brevard is designed to make people aware of senior issues, needs, and resources available to help them age in place and with dignity. Helping Seniors of Brevard is here to help you develop your own aging and care plan.
I'm Joe Steckler, and I am the president of Helping Seniors of Brevard County. Helping Seniors of Brevard County is an organization, a new nonprofit organization designed to help seniors. And in my short presentation, I'll tell you what we do, what we hope to do, and how we hope to receive your help. But in order to receive your help, I think it's important that you know a little bit about me, what my background is, and why I seek your help. First, I'm a graduate of the Naval Academy. I served 38 years on active duty. I've traveled all over the world. I've had jobs in Washington, D.C., and this is not a political pitch, really. I just want you to know that I've served our country, but I've had jobs that have put me in contact with people. In my last job, I had command of the United States Naval Home in Gulfport, Mississippi. And it was there that I learned the true value of having excellent programs that assisted seniors. As commanding officer of the Naval Home, I had 550 rooms for well seniors. I had a 57-bed assisted care floor. I had a 60-bed hospital. I had doctors, nurses, CNAs that worked for me, that helped care for these people. I saw what long-term care was. I saw what could happen if people were able to socialize. I saw what happened if they got the right element of care early on. And then I retired from the Navy, and I came to Brevard County. I worked at the Florida Institute of Technology for a short period of time, and then I took a job with the Alzheimer's Association East Central Florida chapter in Melbourne, Florida. Over the course of the next 10 or 12 years, we built 3 dementia centers on county land, raised the money to pay for these centers, put state-of-the-art programs in those centers. They're all operate today debt-free. And during this time, I learned the value of information and education. In order to improve the county's awareness of education and the information was available, I started a radio show called The Elder Hour. The Elder Hour first aired on December 7th, 2000. It was the 3rd radio show in the United States and over 11,000 radio shows that addressed senior issues. Within a month's time, I had the offer of a contract from Talk One Radio in Los Angeles. They wanted me to do a 3-hour daily, weekly radio show. I said, no, thank you. Brevard County, Florida was my home. I wanted to stay here. I wanted to see what we could do to make things better for senior citizens. So over the course of the time, from the early 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, I knew that we needed to improve our education programs and our awareness especially. So then in 2007, I was able to convince Florida Today to let us have a column called Focus on Seniors in a daily life section of the paper. We had a weekly column. I had a doctor, a financial person, a legal person, myself, a psychologist. We wrote columns on senior care. And then in 2007, we also branched out into television, and we developed a show called Aging with Dignity. We filmed over 220 episodes of Aging with Dignity. All this I did was I was connected with the Alzheimer's Foundation. And then in 2011, I think it was, I left the Alzheimer's Foundation. We had they wanted to operate one way. I wanted to do something different. I knew that my work with the foundation was finished, and I knew that there was still more that needed to be done. So we founded this new organization called Helping Seniors of Brevard County. And one of the reasons I founded this organization was because many years ago, a retired Army Lieutenant Colonel, a fellow by the name of John Turbish, came to me and he said, "Joe, if you will start the program that we now have called Helping Seniors of Brevard County, I will give you $50 a month for the rest of my life to help others receive the types of care that I've been privileged to receive myself." John was a medical corps service officer, and he had arrived at Dachau the second day after the camp was opened by the liberating forces. And John told me, he said, "Joe, I never want to see suffering like I saw there. And whatever I can do to help people, I want to do that." So based on all that I had learned at the Naval Home and what John talked to me about and what we were able to do here in Brevard County, and realizing we had wonderful programs already in place here, at the time it was called the Community Services of Brevard County. It's now called Aging Matters. We had some wonderful daycare programs. We had the Brevard Alzheimer's Foundation's own daycare programs. We fought to bring the diversion program, a state program that has helped people in their homes. We fought to bring all those things here to Brevard County. We were successful in doing so. But with a population explosion, and the fact that Brevard County, Florida, 24th oldest county in over 3,067 counties in the United States in terms of number of people over the age of 65. So that signified we had to do something here in Brevard County to improve our own ability to fund senior care, elder care, what you want to call it. So that's why we founded Helping Seniors of Brevard County. What we want to do is capitalize on our radio program, our television program, and our very successful radio column. To do that, we are producing 60 new television shows. These 60 television shows will be played on Bright House channels. They'll be played on the Space Coast Closed Television. They will be placed on a demand channel on our new website, helpingseniorsofbrevard.com. Those shows will be able just to be accessed at any time of the day, 24/7. So if somebody wants to know about hospice programs, they push a button, they get a 28.5-minute show on hospice. If they want to know about heart care, women's heart disease, senior depression, legal matters, how to access Medicaid, cardiovascular disease, spinal stenosis, pain intervention, almost anything to do with senior care will be on these 60 television shows. They're designed to help seniors and those that care for seniors to develop their own aging and care plans. Now, to do this, we need your help. We started on a shoestring, and we will continue to operate on a shoestring for a while. My time is donated to do this project, as are all the board members. Sponsors to date include but you notice that every sponsor has something to do with senior care and elder care. They recognize the necessity for us to be able to do a better job of building financial support systems that are not dependent on federal aid or state aid or the county. That is why, in addition to capitalizing on our media programs, we are going to build initially a $5 million endowment and use a percentage of those dollars every year to send to CMS, Medicare, Medicaid in Washington, D.C., to have those leveraged into multiple care dollars that will come back to Brevard County, and we will use those dollars to help fund senior care programs. there are many programs that need additional help. The Space Coast Center for Independent Living had a wonderful program that assisted veterans in going from any place in Brevard County to the VA clinic. They did this for a cost of $10. That was a round trip from their home, any place in the county, and Brevard County is 70 miles long and 20 miles wide. It's a big area, and we have limited transportation access because the Center for Independent Living lost their state and county funding and United Way funding. They had to stop that program, all for a loss of $60,000. If we had our $5 million endowment in place where we only used just a percentage, 5% of that per year to send to Washington to have it come back and leveraged into multiple care dollars, we could have funded that program. There are no other methods or means of funding such programs existing today. So we need to do something in a greater order and scheme of things for the future. We need to be able to help fund our own care programs. So the purpose of Helping Seniors of Brevard County is to build on awareness, to help people understand that there is help and care available. We will work with Wistoff Hospital System to build new sources of providing information on care programs and access to care throughout the county. We hope to take the lead in building and advocating the need for an aging plan. Along with that, with the board of directors we have put in place and those that we will add, we hope to be able to discern new programs that need to be put in place and assist in developing a plan to make sure those programs are there for seniors and be able to help seniors. Lastly, we want to be able to put this endowment in place to help fund programs of the future, recognizing the need to have stability in our funding programs so that we're able to be there for seniors when they need help. To help us, you need to go to our website, helpingseniorsofbrevard.com. On our website, we will tell you how to help us financially. Or you can send a check, if you so desire, to Helping Seniors of Brevard County at Post Office Box 372936, Satellite Beach, Florida 32937. Whatever you do, or if you want to become involved in our program, again, go to our website and find out how to contact us. But I hope you will join us in this effort to put in place a plan that will help seniors, a plan that will be solidly funded, be funded by the people who live in Brevard County, who care about helping others that might need the care that you have, but they don't have. So I thank you for watching this video, and I hope that we will have your support. Thank you very much. And it is my privilege as Joe Steckler, as the president of Helping Seniors of Brevard County, to provide this information to you and ask that you help us, if you can find it in your heart, to do so. Thank you very much.